Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk to you about the Klim Powerxross Pullover available at RevZilla.com. So for 2016, Klim has updated the Powerxross Pullover. Now in Klim's snow lineup, this is going to be the only quarter zip pullover style piece that they're going to have. Now keep in mind, this is for you active sled riders out there. There's no insulation with this. There is a ton of venting along the sides. So if you're an active rider and you want the most out of your Gore-Tex piece while still giving you a nice amount of airflow, this is one that you want to consider. As far as sizing is concerned, Ed on my left-hand side is going to be 6 foot, 215 pounds with a 46-inch chest. We have him in an extra large and you can see it fits him spot on. A little bit of room to move around, a little bit of room to layer up underneath, and you're going to have this available in a bunch of different sizes, small up to a 3XL. And as far as colorways are available, black, which you're going to see Ed sporting on my left-hand side. There's also an orange, a blue, and a green option for you. Now, Klim is really known for their role in the snow world. And what you're going to see here, again, is that pullover piece for you riders out there looking for a more active style ride. You want ventilation, you don't want the insulation, but you want the waterproof layer of the 2-layer Gore-Tex performance shell. If you want to consider something that's going to be a step up as far as insulation is concerned, check out the Klim Climate Parka, full zip jacket style, and it's going to add 200 grams of insulation to it. Now, as far as the Powerxross is concerned, updates that we're going to talk about for 2016, really what we're looking at here is a comfort upgrade, slight stylistic changes, but the first main thing that I want to talk about is the material has changed. The previous version was going to be 500D Cordura throughout the entire body. What Klim has done here is they've gone with a 315D Cordura. It's going to be a little bit lighter, a little bit freer range of motion. It's that Gore-Tex 2-layer performance shell. And then for your impact zones along the arms, they've doubled up. They've given you a 330D Cordura layer on top of that. So your impact zones still have that nice double layer, still gonna be beefy, but the rest of you can move around freely and nicely without feeling like it's a big, heavy material. Now, starting at the top, we're gonna work our way through this, and we're gonna hit on all the key changes as we roll through. Fleece line collar, nice water-resistant YKK zip. Nothing has changed here. As you work your way down through the body, the main change you're going to see on the front is there's almost this rabbit-style pouch, but instead of the back, they're going to put it in the front. It allows you easy access to get in here and store extra things. And then again, you're going to have that water-resistant YKK zip at the front with a Velcro fold down over top. Fleece-lined hand warmer pockets on either side to stick your hands into if you need to. And again, there's going to be another addition up at the top. They've added shoulder padding at the shoulders, just a foam padding. It is removable if you don't want to use it, but it just adds a little bit of extra layer there of protection if you were to go down in a crash. Working your way down through the hands, you are going to have a little bit of a reflectivity at the very top of the arm, and then you are going to have a single closure with an extra layer of just a wrist closure here to keep air from pushing up into your actual arm. Even with that Velcro down, this is a nice little touch. Not a monkey paw, not gonna go through your thumb, but again, just an extra layer there just to keep everything nice and snug so you don't have airflow pushing up. And I'm gonna have you turn and just throw your hand up in the rider position for me. Now the one thing I wanna note, the redesign on the side here, they've redesigned the actual vents that you're gonna see on the side. They don't go all the way up into the armpit anymore. And what this does is it allows you to just simply pull down with one fluid motion. And it's not, the old version you had to kind of like pull from the armpit and down, it didn't really work well. But this gives you one clean pull and you're set to go. The other thing of note is on the bottom of this, where the previous version, only one of the vents went all the way down to this bottom. Both vents will go all the way down the bottom and it gives you a clean entry. So you can loosen up both sides, throw it over, zip down, and you're set to go. It's just gonna add to the overall ease of entry for getting the parka on and off. Ed, I'm gonna have you turn and face backwards for me. Again, tall fleece line collar working its way down. You're gonna see reflectivity at the very top. And this is really where you can see how they've cleaned up the lines. The old version had a little bit of asymmetry working through it. They've gotten clean lines. They've gotten rid of a lot of the stitching on the back of this. It's gonna be more comfortable. You're not gonna have all those seams running through, and it's gonna have a nice clean line all the way down to the drop seat. The other thing you'll notice is that there is a giant Klim logo over on the right-hand side, bringing that asymmetry back in at the bottom just to kind of finish it up. Ed, I'm gonna have you turn and face forward for me. Now, There are a lot of riders out there rocking Klim snow gear, and there's a lot of different styles of gear to choose from depending on your ride. If you want to hear more about what those riders have to say, click the info button. Read what other sled riders are rocking when they're out playing in the snow. If you have more questions for us, never hesitate, get us on the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Klim Powerxross Pullover. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.